goal for this video is to help you stop overthinking and finally take small but real action towards building your own cozy creative online business if that's what you want. I have some tips for you that I think are very underrated but super effective when it comes to stopping that overthinking loop of madness. And I also have a little gift for you. You can grab it in the description link below. It's the Overthinking Creator's Dice. It's a Notion tool that I made just for you. I'm gonna show you how it works, but first some tips. Also, I'm Aline, by the way. I'm a creative myself, and I create mindful and gentle tools and content for people like you and me, the dreamers, and the ones that are struggling with mental health, perfectionism, overthinking, overwhelm, and all the other big feeling stuff. Okay, hi, cool you're here, let's go.
Tip number 1. Create cozy constraints. Ever noticed how too many options can make you do absolutely nothing? Yeah. Sometimes fewer choices actually free you to create more. Instead of needing perfect conditions or waiting for inspiration to strike, cozy constraints invite creativity through gentle boundaries. When everything's possible, it can feel like nothing's possible, because how do you even begin? That's where cozy constraints come in. Instead of staring into the creative void, you allow yourself to focus your attention. Gently nudge yourself into action by setting small, comforting limits, like setting a time limit, picking one tiny project, or even lighting a candle to mark the start of your sacred creative time. For example, light a candle or incense. Pick just one tool, like your iPad or notebook, and choose one tiny mission, like exploring a visual idea, like me for my upcoming Creators Business Habit Tracker, or writing 3 sentences for your next social media post. By shrinking the world down into a cozy little playground, you create safety and momentum. And weirdly, those limits can feel more freeing than total freedom. And if deciding still feels overwhelming, that's exactly where my free Overthinking Creator's Dice can help you. Just roll the dice and do that one action. Sometimes, the smallest playgrounds create the wildest adventures. Tip number 2. Name your inner critic. Do you ever feel like that inner voice criticizing you is just way too loud? What if instead of battling it, you could turn it into a friend? One powerful tool I love is naming your inner critic, and even thanking it for trying to protect you, which is what it's actually trying to do, very awkwardly. Instead of seeing your inner critic as the enemy, try seeing it as an overprotective, slightly dramatic friend. Give it a funny name and personality. Seriously, make it a character, like Cautious Carol or Dramatic Dave. Mine's called Moody Manfred, and he's overdramatic, rigid, and doesn't really know how to read the room. When you name it, you can talk to it. Thank it for trying to protect you, and gently let it know, I've got this. This shift in relationship can actually reduce the critic's power over time. You're not ignoring your fears, you're acknowledging them and moving forward anyway. By the way, the Creator's Dice also sneaks in little actions that nurture your self-trust and remind you you're allowed to dream big. So, overthinking loses a lot of its power when you realize you don't have to obey every voice in your head. Build a new relationship with yourself, one that's based on kindness, not fear. So name it, thank it, and gently roll away. Tip number 3. Breathe, ground, and move. Here's something ridiculously simple, but weirdly magical. Breathing and moving. When you feel overwhelmed, bringing attention back to your breath and your body can unlock a surprising amount of calm and clarity. In the middle of spiraling in your head, your nervous system thinks you're being chased by a tiger. Breathing deeply, feeling your feet on the ground, stretching a little, these tiny physical shifts send powerful signals to your nervous system that you're safe. You're telling your body, hey, no tigers, we're safe, we can create. There's even science showing that slow, deep breathing can lower stress hormones and improve your focus. Movement doesn't have to mean running a marathon. Sometimes it's just sitting down, breathing, petting your cat, and letting yourself be for a minute. This can free up space in your body and mind. Actually, let's try it right now together. Inhale deep through your nose. Hold for a moment and exhale slowly through your mouth. Again, deep breath in, hold, and out. Deep breath in, hold, and out. And once more, deep breath in, hold, and out. Notice if anything shifts, even just a little. That's you, moving back into your body, reclaiming a tiny piece of your calm. Overthinking is an emotional struggle, not a rational one, and every action you take from calm is so much more powerful than any action from panic. You don't have to think your way out. Sometimes you just need to breathe your way back in. Tip number 4, the 5-minute game. Struggling to start? Forget finishing. Just focus on beginning. Committing to just 5 minutes can trick your brain into starting, and once you start, momentum does the rest. When you're stuck, starting can feel huge, like you need a grand plan, tons of energy, and 6 hours free. But actually, starting small without expectations is a secret superpower. Instead of promising yourself a giant project, you just commit to 5 minutes. That's it. Set a timer, do a tiny bit, and when the timer dings, you get to decide if you want to stop or keep going. Spoiler, 90% of the time you'll want to keep going. Momentum builds the moment you begin. Also, most of the actions on the creator's dice are designed to be super tiny and quick, so you can roll them and just jump in without the heavy pressure, even when your brain feels foggy. Don't climb the whole mountain at once. Just lace up your boots and take the first step. And the last tip, tip number 5, give yourself a permission slip. Waiting for someone else to approve your dreams? You don't need their permission. You just need yours. Writing yourself a literal permission slip can unlock a surprising amount of creative freedom and play. Sometimes, deep down, we wait for someone to tell us it's okay to try, okay to fail, okay to dream messy dreams. But what if you gave yourself that permission right now? Write yourself a tiny permission slip. It doesn't have to be fancy. Mine says, create like a child. Hang it somewhere you'll see it daily. Let it be a quiet reminder that you're allowed to explore, to be imperfect, and to have fun. When you make it official, it's easier to believe it's real. Your dreams aren't reckless. They're not pointless, stupid. They're worthy. You don't have to wait for permission. You're already allowed, because your dreams belong to you. So what I'm really excited to share with you right now is the Overthinking Creators Dice. Woo! This is how it looks. And it's basically 36 actions that are randomized to help you along your creator journey, especially when you're feeling overwhelmed, don't really know what to do next, don't want to overwhelm yourself even more, but also just want to do at least something. There's different categories for each action, so each of those action categories tend to something else. So maybe taking care of your thoughts and your self-belief. If you're scared of sharing your work or whatever, this are little actions that want to help you, get over that fear, and so on. When you click into them, you can see any additional things that you might want to take notes on or whatever. You can see the XP, you can also see them here, and by checking those actions off as done, you get XP, you progress in your level, and you also unlock some achievements along the way. Those are down here, but since we didn't complete anything yet, so there's nothing. And there's also a little section for you just to take some notes or to-dos or whatever, and that you can, check off. So let's say we did the first action here. We check it off, we get the XP, and we unlocked an achievement. Oh, let's look, and here's our first achievement. Yay, woo! Yeah, this is just to keep you a little bit more motivated and everything. And now if you want a new action, just roll the dice. But by the way, you can see the completed actions over here. But if it's not loading, just roll the dice again and wait a second. Oh, there you go. Again, we have a brave little steps category action, and then you would just go in, do the thing, check it off as done, and that's basically how you use the dice. So I really hope that this can help you build some momentum again if you've been stuck in the overthinking loop and don't really know what to do next. If you grab it, please let me know how you liked it and if it was helpful to you. I'm super curious to know. And most of all, I really hope that you enjoy it and have fun with it. And yeah, enjoy.
So before you head off and hopefully take some action on your dreams, quick recap. Make cozy constraints your creative safety net. So restrictions fuel creativity, basically. Name your inner critic. Name it, befriend it, let it do its thing, and don't take it too seriously. What you should take seriously, though, and I'm really serious about you taking this seriously because I personally still keep neglecting this part, is breathe, move, and ground yourself back into your body, especially when you're like in a full-blown overthinking cycle, but just in general, daily. You know, our bodies are freaking amazing at so many things, but also at regulating our nervous system and emotions. Oh, and since overthinking is not a logical problem, but like an emotional struggle, the body is your best friend. So I really cannot stress how much I would recommend you take this tip seriously, my friend. And then only think about the first 5 minutes. Don't think about the whole project, whatever, just the first 5 minutes, and that should help you get going much easier. At least it does for me. And also hand yourself the permission slip you've been waiting for. Why would you think that anybody else other than you is more qualified in giving you the permission to do the things that you want to do? I forgot how I started the sentence, but you know, you get the point. If this video was helpful to you in any way, remember to grab the Overthinking Creators Dice. Hopefully it will help you along the way further. Feel free to subscribe for more videos and all that in the future, and